NASCAR really had its roots back in Prohibition days. The moonshiners had to make their whiskey illegally, and part of that was running from law enforcement. Good old country boys would sit around and talk about their cars going fast, and obviously the next thing was let's race them.
We are a 14-time NASCAR Cup Series champion race team that houses 4 race cars each week and is expected to win on a weekly basis.
We are faced with a lot of information coming at us extremely quickly.
GPS data, throttle position, brake steering angle.
And that data are trade secrets.
When you're at Bristol and there's 15-second lap times and you're trying to make a decision, you don't have time for a web page to refresh. You need your information now.
We have a lot of web-based tools and programs that we use on a daily basis.
99% of the applications that we're interfacing with is going to be in the form of a browser. That's your entry point. The Island browser, they really took that and made it the last mile toolkit for administrators to use. Now, instead of just looking at where the data is hosted and having the security there, let's move it all the way back to the end user and that entry point.
They have to sign in with their Hendrick Motorsports corporate account. It has multi-factor authentication, and then it only allows them access to the things that we say they can have access to on campus, whether it be this particular web app or that particular web app. If you're in the engineering group, you have access to these web apps. If you're in the IT group, you have access to other web apps, and it's all going through a web browser, so you don't have to worry about that two-way communication where their device can infect our resources.
It's fast, it's quick, it's efficient. At the racetrack and in the race shop.
You open the browser, all my applications that I need for the race weekend, they are there, one click, and I can make things happen.
We are taking away funds that we were putting into a plethora of security apparatuses and consolidating it into the Island browser. You look at zero trust infrastructure, say you're using a Zscaler or one of the various others. You're also probably running a URL filter, right? Whether it's WebSense, Palo, you name it. You're also paying a price for your VPN connectivity. I can eliminate all those costs with the Island browser. I've now got zero trust access, remote VPN connectivity, remote command line connectivity, and remote desktop connectivity, all via the browser without deploying anything else. It's easy for me to tell my CFO, well, look, these are the areas we're not spending money now. We've reduced that cost and covered it, and we've added all this productivity without the additional overhead of training. And I think that's the power.